Rosebuds. Welcome to Dion Says Whatever. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that post notification bell to all so y'all know every time your girl do an upload, go live, do a post, or do my shorts. And please leave a comment, y'all. Like the videos, okay? Y'all look at my shorts. Watch my shorts. Because my personality is all up and through my shorts. Like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all, I thank y'all so much for becoming a Rosebud. Y'all have did me big time. And I appreciate it the long way, y'all. Y'all be giving it up for your girl. And I appreciate it so much. Okay? It really touched my heart. And, I'm here. I see y'all. Because y'all see me. Okay? But y'all, let's take it back with Krishan and Blueface. Where it kind of started. Don't laugh at my bump. It busted. I busted, but I don't want to pick with it. I put the stuff on it, so it's actually look better. But anyway, y'all, let's take it back when she showed up to the mansion with a backpack and cleats, y'all. My thing is, it was the young women that showed up, right? It was a lot of beautiful young women that showed up for Blueface, right? Because he was a hot commodity at that time, being new rapper and all the things, right? Um, and so Krishan was not the only one that stood out to me. You know what I'm saying? It was other girls that had stood out to me. That was pretty because they all was pretty, in their own right. But my thing is, it was Krishan and like two other girls that took it there, right? But you could tell that a lot of the girls was there for other reasons. Probably just to meet him. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to win the record deal that he was giving out. Whoever stood the test of time with him, going through all the shenanigans in the house, and the situation with Jaden and Blueface's sister, the fight situation when Krishan lost her tooth. I think that's one of the biggest reasons that he kept Krishan, that she won, if you say, because yeah. Back then, you would consider him a prize, right? Because that's what they was vibing for, right? And doing all the things. Now it's a different story because he's so disrespectful. His face is all scribbled on. And he's not nobody prize for real. He's disgusting. He's a manipulator and he's a gaslighter. And he is his mama's son. Period. And so when she showed up with a backpack and cleat, y'all, in the words of Blueface, she set her eyes on Blueface, and she wanted it, and she went after it, any means necessary. Even through the shenanigans with Jaden, his first baby mom, because Blueface made it clear he was still with Jaden, because they was on that polygamy relationship with Jiggy and Jaden and Blueface. It didn't work out, whatever, because they was giving Blueface the business. He ain't like that, too hot. And Blueface changed so much. His attitude, he really needs to be humble, But anyway, let's go back. When Krishan lost that tooth, I knew in my heart of hearts, and I know other people could have thought or probably thought it too, she was going to win because Blueface's eyes, this girl is nuts. This girl going to do anything and everything to be with me, for me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and just to be around him. If some people can read body language and read auras and stuff like that, you would have felt kind of the same thing you would have foreseen it. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have seen this stuff that's going on now. But you know what I'm saying? I see that she was gonna be a hot ticket for Blueface because she was with the yeah, she was down, and she was doing more. She was Blueface even wasn't doing stupid stuff. Krishan was doing stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he also knew how to gaslight her and manipulate her, and he knew whatever he say, Krishan was gonna do or react to it. Like how when he said she was mid and out of shape, she went and did all the things to get in shape and all that, just to get up on this internet and say, look, mid where? I'm mid, out of shape where? You see what I'm saying? So she always been that way for a man. Blueface just, I guess, lucked up and got her at that time. Then fast forward to her writing the I love you blue in her blood on the wall. Now they want to talk about Nevaeh and her witchcraft or whatever things allegedly that she's doing or did. I don't know because we really don't know. Maybe she did practice it before. Maybe she don't now. I don't know. But that's evil, and that's a spell that she caught herself putting on Blueface. Like the spaghetti, the blood, the spaghetti. Yeah, we know the things are the things, right? We gonna get to that too. So they did a lot of fighting, arguing, sex, drinking, drugging. They did a lot of things and the things. And when you partake in all that stuff, and you don't have set goals in your head, like Rashawn was winging it, because whatever Blueface is, she was down for it. Whatever Blueface was, she wanted to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't have her own mind. It was all about pleasing Blueface any means necessary. Whatever, however, and whatever she had to do, she was gonna do it. Nothing has changed since today. You know what I'm saying? So the time when her and Jaden call themselves friending up in the car and stuff, talking mad stuff to Blueface, and you know what I'm saying? That was the time right there when if Jaden wanted to walk away, she could have walked away. Matter of fact, a couple times and been done. You know what I'm saying? Whether he got mad or not, it's called co-parenting, right? And so then, look what happened then. Of course, they wasn't gonna be BFFs. It wasn't gonna last but a hot second, like it did. One was really feeling the other one's temperature in that car, talking to Blueface and hanging up. We all seen the things and the things. We all witnessed it, right? If y'all go back and look at the videos and clips and stuff, you will see they was really trying to one up each other in that car. Even though they was going after Blueface together, it still was, yeah, I'm still gonna beat you out. I'm still gonna be that one, right? It's gonna be with Blueface. But Blueface always told Krishan Jaden's not going nowhere. And here we are, 2026, she's still here. Not just being co-parent, they, doing the things, entanglements, So, fast forward, the fights and stuff like that. Like, Blueface always saying how he will lay hands on Nevaeh or women now, Y'all don't believe him? He did it to Krishan. He did it to other people, other females. Like, it's not right. And, I don't condone that. I don't condone abuse, period. From a woman to a man or to a man to a woman. Like, it's wrong. And they took each other there, okay? They was taking each other there to the fullest. Blueface did things to manipulate Krishan because everything he say, she do. Everything, she move according to what Blueface say. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? He could be just talking, they could just be having a conversation, and other people is involved in this conversation. He'll say some things, and then eventually here goes Krishan doing those things. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he want. But then he called her dumb. Like it's crazy. I feel like, and somebody else I was talking to said Krishan wanted a baby so bad by Blueface. Why didn't she keep one of the 4 or 5 babies she unalived with AB? And I said she still was messing with somebody else other than Blueface, because mind you, she was messing with Ronnie still. She was still with Ronnie at that time. They was calling themselves setting up Blueface. So Ronnie was still in the picture. I knew somebody was in the picture, but it wasn't quite known as Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? Until it all started falling out, the bones started falling out the closets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So now come to find out when she got pregnant, of course everybody like, oh, she's pregnant by Blueface. Blueface, Blueface. So they rode that wave for money, for big money. They signed contracts with Zeus. They did the things of the things, right? But Blueface never truly claimed Junior. If y'all recall, when she had him, he was saying that's Charles Barkley baby. He always denied it. He said he's not the father more than he said he was. People said it more than he did. Us the people, not me, but us the people, was saying that's Blueface baby. Blueface Ben started saying that's not his, and then when he was in jail, I think Blueface sat and think like, how can I get out of this? Because now she's sleeping with this guy, this guy, this guy, and that guy, right? The opposite of the Crips is the Bloods, right? So did she think that that was gonna hit Blueface where it hurt, right? And my thing is, Blueface always used Krishan. I don't think it was ever a genuine in love with. You know what I'm saying? Because a man like that, I don't think he's gonna ever really be in love with someone. Because even with Jaden, before we even knew all of this, he probably was in love with her to a point, but he still was cheating. He always cheated. So, you know what I'm saying? So how was he ever in love, really in love with Jaden? So fast forward, the Ronnie came out, started popping up saying that's his baby, that's his son. Shout out to Ronnie though, rest in heaven, justice for Ronnie. You know, and like Taseki said, it was a DNA coming up, and then all of a sudden, pow, pow, pow. They go whack. Jumped in the group chat, saying, I hope Krishan didn't have nothing to do with it because it was intentionally done. And that would be a bad thing for her. Fast forward, Blueface openly on Jason Lee. He's saying it like, he's saying, oh, this food is good. Like, the way he said it, it's so nonchalant. You know, that allegedly he put it as like she had something to do with it, of Ronnie Hassan. Like, and then he really said, I'm not the father. The father is no longer here because he got pow down. Krishan is the setup queen, basically, and she has something to do with it. Basically, is what Blueface was saying. He should have just came out and said, yeah, she did it. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, he said everything but that. You know? And my thing is, Krishan always was in the picture, even when he got out of prison, and all they, we knew they was gonna hook up, and he spent time with Junior. I think at that moment he really wanted to like just stop the shenanigans. He wanted her to stop saying my baby father, my baby father. You know, he really wanted Krishan to stop saying mama. He was her baby father because Blueface knew different. She knew different. So, but whatever they signed or had to do, he still wasn't saying that was his. He was just on mute. He just wasn't saying either way until really he put his foot down on Jason Lee and just came out and and just said what he said. Then posted it. Then when Krishan popped up on his tour with him, it was still up. Then when he started seeing her the second time that we know of, he took the post down. Then she was saying all this goofy stuff, talking about Blue, stalking Blue, looking like you're just watching him doing things over the internet, because then she pop up talking about stuff. And then he took it down. And so his chat was saying, why did you take it down? He said he was tired of looking at it. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I think he still had to stick to the rules of the contract that they signed in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way that he's gonna holler, that's not mine, if it's really his. And his mind flip-flop back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And Jay didn't know the truth, because she said if he's the father. Jay didn't know that the only two kids is his right now that's living is Journey and Javon. And then Solar coming. And I said in my other video, Krishan is going to try her hardest to get pregnant by Blueface so she could have a baby by Blueface. For real, in real life this time. You know what I'm saying? Because she could have been had one, but maybe it wasn't the time. God do things in His own time. And sorry y'all. She wanted a baby, but yet still, when she got pregnant, she did the things of the things. She was drinking, she was doing drugs. You know what I'm saying? She was fighting Blueface. They was fighting each other. She was fighting other people. Like, you really didn't want that baby, for real, because you would have protected your seed. So fast forward, Junior born, and he had the issues that he had. You know what I'm saying? He had the issues that he had. And that's sad to watch. It's sad to sit here and we want more and better for him than she do. We want more for Junior than than Krishan do. And that's sad because she's his mom. So now she's back in the picture, and she frolicking all around Catalina Island and doing all this stuff, and they trying to put out different narratives. Like Carlissa said, and Carlissa was pissed too about her dunking Junior in the water like that with no floaties. You know what I'm saying? Watch my last video that I did talking about the pool incident. Junior was literally choking off that water. He can't barely swallow now, so why would you do that? You didn't cover his face, you didn't dump him lightly, like you just fell in the, like, come on girl, you don't even got sense that God tried to give you. So do you really need a baby? You just want something to hold on to Blueface, to say, oh, I have a Blueface baby now. So we gonna just sit back and watch this circus. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do and watch this stuff play out. So y'all please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And I will see y'all on the next Dion Says Whatever. And nobody never told you they love you, Dion saying it. I love you, and you. And I'll see y'all on the next Dion Says Whatever. Bye, Rosebuds.